Hello, I'm going to show my topic. I choose the next topic is the lack of internet in rural communities by Javier Cortez. First, I'm going to give a definition related to access or internet connection. What is? It is the link system that the computer, mobile device, or computer network has to connect to the internet, which allows them to view web page from a browser and access other services that the internet offers, such as email, instant messaging, protocol file transfer, etc. The next fact is how can we connect to the internet? There are two ways to connect of internet. The first is through via satellite. Um, to do this, it's necessary to control a telephone service, and the other is if you have a cell phone, it's necessary to have a chip and contract a mobile data page. There are some problems that exist in our country. For example, the first problem is less than half of the country has internet access, mainly the rural communities such as Chiapas, Guerrero, Oaxaca. The second problem is educational programs that require the internet cannot be carried out in rural areas. It is because it's more expensive and the companies of cell phones need more more money to invest in these areas. The third problem is virtual education is not a good option in these rural areas. The other problem is the current health situation exhibits educational weaknesses and inequalities. And the last problem is internet services are expensive and not available to everyone. In this slide, I'm show some disadvantage that happen if you don't have internet, or a disadvantage that the rural areas have. For example, the first disadvantage is most students do not deliver activities virtually. The second, the use of virtual platform is null. The third, a virtual learning environment cannot be deployment. Fourth, communication and school content are not 100% conservative. Fifth, there is not truthful monitoring of educational activities. Sixth, teachers must adjust their plans and look for other types of alternatives. Seventh, students cannot work on virtual platforms or view educational content. Eighth, students and teachers cannot carry out a class through webinar. And the last, the teacher and students cannot comply with the information requested by the SEP. What alternative do I suggest a future teacher and from my reach? For example, I suggest that design a virtual platform using PowerPoint. This would work as a virtual learning environment since you can work various activities, create tests, forms, puzzles, etc. And the most interesting thing is that you don't need internet access. What you need is a lot of creativity and love for teaching in a context.